anything but cowards. And now Sumayya's going to tell you all about the Muslim vote and what we can do to make sure that the Labour do not get what they want.
Before we go into the voting, today I carry a piece of cloth just filled with what I know is nothing much. There have been hundreds of thousands of women in Gaza carrying what they know is their flesh and blood, carrying what they know is the remains of their sons, their daughters, and sometimes several too. Sometimes one in each arm, and then someone else in the family will be carrying the rest behind. This is a symbol, but it's not far from reality. It is something that we see every single day. And it seems that because it's Palestinians, it's all right, it's okay. They don't care. The people in the building behind don't care. It is time that we made people care. Every single life is holy. Every single life is worth its existence. As Palestinians, we keep saying, we exist, we resist, and we will return. We exist, we resist, and we will return. Yesterday, we saw social media awash with performative posts wishing us all a happy International Women's Day. Only reserved for certain types of women, only reserved for a certain color. Today we have every single color of women and men and children in this audience and in audiences across the world, saying that every single color matters, every single woman matters, every single child matters, every single baby, every single symbol, every single tree, every single home. These are lives full of memories, full of hopes and dreams that have been crushed. We will be in the wrong side of history books if we weren't here today. And those history books will be written. We've seen them. We've read them before. And we know what's in them. And how people talk now about those who looked at atrocities of times past and have condemned, rightly so, and have vowed that had they had been there, they wouldn't have been on the side of the genociders, on the side of the atrocity doers. But here they are today, on the wrong side. Our movement will grow and grow until the day when we are the decision makers, and we can only be the decision makers if we vote out those who voted for genocide. In Cardiff, we have Joe Stevens. Yes. We have Anna McMahon. Yes. We have Stephen Darty. Yes. Across in Newport we have similar. Across in Swansea we have similar. In every single part of the UK there are people who are willing to vote genocide. We are not willing to give them our votes anymore. If our votes are going to be taken for granted, then this is the time then that we withdraw them and we give them to other people elsewhere. The only way the decisions will be changed is if we change those decisions. And I have to say that we are a very nice bunch of extremists over here, aren't we? Engaging in democratic processes, engaging in freedom protests, and in voting, telling people to register to vote. In any case, to every single extremist here, please make sure you register to vote. Please make sure you register your friends to vote, your children to vote, those who are eligible to do so. Your neighbors, your friends, your colleagues. We might not have made decisions as a community yet who we're going to back in this coming election. But decisions will be made soon, and we will be the ones making those decisions. When we announce that there's a public meeting to make a decision, please all come. Let's make the decision as a collective. Let's make a decision as a community. Yesterday, we launched the first in a series of Register Your Muslim Vote, because Muslim votes have been taken by granted by the Labour Party. I propose here that we register the human vote, because it's much wider than just the Muslims who have been sidelined and brushed under the carpet. Let's register the human vote of the UK. I'll see you in the public meeting, and the word will come out shortly. Thank you very much.
No ceasefire!
No votes!
No ceasefire!
No votes!
No ceasefire!
No votes!
Free, free,
Palestine!
free, free,
Palestine!
free, free.
Palestine!
Okay, I've got someone very, very, very special who has been coming on the marches for weeks and weeks, who is doing a lot of work in her school, who has been doing a lot of research about Palestine, and her name is Freya, and I've sprung it on her to get her to speak today. So she's doing an amazing thing to stand up for women in Palestine, and we are so, so proud of you.
So we all got clothes and food and a roof over our heads, and we all warm. But what are the people, for women, for children in Gaza experiencing? Their house being bombed, the children dying. How can we let this happen? How can Joe Biden and Rishi Sunak and all of those people let it happen?
Care about smiling up people. Carry on.
We always hear about the Holocaust in World War III. It's absolutely horrible what happened. How can we let it happen today? What is happening is another Holocaust. But what is happening is of the Palestinians. And I saw, my mum told me that someone said, never again only means for Jews. That is not true. We all have human rights. We all have a right to education, food, water. My school always say, we have these articles about children's rights, but we only had like one little talk about what's going on. And it wasn't even that much. It wasn't. Yeah. Out of rights, and every time I see them I think, what is going on there? Is it children starving, children not having the right education? We all have rights to those. So do I. Yes.
Thank you.
Palestine! 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 Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free!
I just want to add on what Sumaya had just said earlier in terms of what we can do. Let us not forget the importance of boycott. Let us not forget the importance of BDS. Please, you know the choir ladies always sing, don't buy any Israeli dates, any Israeli product. You go into Tesco, go into Lidl, go into Aldi, check the labels. Check the labels and see exactly where this comes from. Sometimes if you go in and you buy an avocado, it might say, well, the label won't say directly, you might find the label somewhere else. But anything from Israel, don't buy. Any oranges from Jaffa, don't buy. I'm just trying to think of the things in the song, to be honest. Starbucks. It's actually had a huge impact in the Middle East. they've had to lay off a lot of workers and they're closing down stores. Same thing with McDonald's. Do not underestimate the power of your impact on this BDS movement. It's exactly what helped apartheid fall in South Africa. If we see what happened in South Africa as basically a success, then we know it's a success story, and we know to follow exactly the same thing that happened in South Africa and implement that here. We're going to start the march now, and we have the banners at the front, so if you can all go behind the banners, and then we'll have more speakers later. Free! Free!
Palestine!
Free! Free!
Palestine!